Controlling your brain isn't about making one big change. It's about building small, constant habits that reshape how your mind works over time. One of the most effective habits is mindfulness. Simply spending a few minutes a day observing your thoughts without judgment helps you create space between stimulus and response. That space is where control begins. Another powerful habit is journaling. When you write down your thoughts, you bring subconscious patterns into your conscious awareness. You start to notice recurring emotions, triggers, and beliefs. And once you see them clearly, you can start to change them. Cold showers, regular exercise, and deep breathing are also proven to influence your brain's chemistry, improving focus, reducing stress, and building discipline. These habits might seem small, but over time, they rewire your brain to be more resilient and intentional. Consistency is a secret. Every time you follow through with a habit that aligns with your goals, you send a message to your brain. This is who I am now, and your brain starts to believe it. Most people think they are fully in control of their actions, but the truth is, around 95% of your daily behavior is driven by our subconscious mind. It's like an invisible operating system running in the background, making decisions before you are even aware of them. The subconscious mind stores your memories, emotions, habits, and learned behaviors. It doesn't judge or analyze, it simply accepts and repeats whatever it has been constantly fed into it, through your environment, your upbringing, and your repeated thoughts. That's why you might find yourself reacting in ways you don't fully understand, or falling into the same habits over and over again, even when you try to change. Your subconscious mind is acting out of a script that's been written over time. To control your brain, you need to become aware of these hidden patterns. When you recognize them, you can start rewriting them. The subconscious mind is powerful, but it can be trained. Through repetition, visualization, and intentional thought, you can begin to shift what your subconscious mind accepts as truth. Controlling your brain starts with understanding what's controlling you. Controlling your brain isn't about making one big change. It's about building small, constant habits that reshape how your mind works over time. One of the most effective habits is mindfulness. Simply spending a few minutes a day observing your thoughts without judgment helps you create space between stimulus and response. That space is where control begins. Another powerful habit is journaling. When you write down your thoughts, you bring subconscious patterns into your conscious awareness. You start to notice recurring emotions, triggers, and beliefs. And once you see them clearly, you can start to change them. Cold showers, regular exercise, and deep breathing are also proven to influence your brain's chemistry, improving focus, reducing stress, and building discipline. These habits might seem small, but over time, they rewire your brain to be more resilient and intentional. Consistency is a secret. Every time you follow through with a habit that aligns with your goals, you send a message to your brain. This is who I am now, and your brain starts to believe it. Emotions are powerful. They can hijack your mind in seconds and make you act without thinking. But if you understand where they come from, you can learn to control them. Your emotional reactions are mainly controlled by a small part of the brain called amygdala. It is responsible for detecting threats and triggering quick responses like fear, anger, and stress. This was useful for survival in wild. But in modern life, the amygdala often overreacts. The part of your brain responsible for rational thinking and decision making is the prefrontal cortex. When you pause, breathe, and reflect before reacting, you shift control from your emotional brain to your logic brain. Simple techniques like deep breathing, naming the emotion you are feeling, or taking a short walk can break the cycle of emotional reactivity. You don't have to suppress your emotions, you just need to slow them down. Controlling your emotions doesn't mean ignoring them, it means responding instead of reacting. And that skill, once developed, becomes one of your greatest mental strengths. In today's world, attention is your most valuable asset and the most hijacked. Every notification, every scroll, every distraction trains your brain to crave stimulation and avoid deeper focus. But the good news is, you can retrain it. Your brain's attention system is like a muscle. The more you practice focusing on one task at a time, the stronger it becomes. Start by eliminating digital distractions. Put your phone away during the important tasks. Use focus timers like the Pomodoro technique, 25 minutes of deep work followed by a short break. Train your brain to return to the present moment. Meditation helps us build this ability. Just 5 minutes to 10 minutes a day of focusing on your breath can improve your attention span over time. Also, practice saying no. Every time you say yes to a distraction, you are saying no to your own goals. Rewiring your focus means choosing what truly matters, again and again, until your brain learns to follow your directions. You don't lack attention, you have just been training it in the wrong direction. Now it's time to take back control. Controlling your brain isn't a one-time decision. It's a lifelong practice. But the more you train it, the more natural it becomes. Over time, your brain starts working with you, not against you. One of the most powerful long-term techniques is visualization. When you vividly imagine your goals, not just the outcome, but the process, your brain starts to treat them as real. Athletes use this method to improve performance. You can use it to reprogram your beliefs and behaviors. Another key is learning constantly. Your brain craves novelty and challenge. Read, explore, reflect. Every new skill, every idea stretches your brain and keeps it adaptable. Also, surround yourself with the people who think deeply, act intentionally, and challenges you to grow. Your environment shapes your brain as much as your thoughts do. And finally, be patient. True mastery comes from compounding small mental wins over months and years. Your brain is always changing. The question is, are you guiding that change or letting it happen by accident? You have the power to rewire your mind, reshape your habits, and redefine who you are. So, what does it truly mean to control your brain? It means recognizing that you are not just a product of your past, you are the architect of your future. It means realizing that every thought you nurture, every habit you repeat, and every emotion you master is shaping your reality from the inside out. The brain is not a cage, it's a tool, a powerful adaptive tool. And when you take responsibility for how you use it, everything begins to change. Your focus sharpens, your emotions stabilize, and your actions begin to align with your highest goals. No, it's not easy, but it is possible. Start small, stay consistent, and remember, the more you take charge of your mind, the more it begins to reflect the person you have always wanted to become. You don't just have a brain, you can master it.